Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chris here, back with another video. In one of the comments on my last video about the AEW rating, I was asked to cover some the Hurt Business situation with what happened there with that. I had to do a little bit of research on it just to get my thoughts together and what I think about what happened with the Hurt Business, why they broke it up, and why they won't put it back together, because MVP ran out and kind of spilled some tea about that over the past couple days, where he said that he's asked about it and was told no by Hunter. Or, Triple H said no. Which is unfortunate, because a lot of us like the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business was it was popular. It was over as fuck. It was the first time since the New Day got formed, and they were a whole different type of thing. We had the Nation, which at the time was unheard of, where it was a group of all black wrestlers who were just dominating like they were. You had Ron Simmons, or Farouk, who his credibility is unquestioned. There's no doubt one of the baddest motherfuckers ever walked into a wrestling ring. Legitimate All-American at Florida State as a football player, former world champion. I've said it about 1,000,000 times. Myself, my best friend growing up, James, and one of my best friends from college, Rick, were all at this same show where he won the world title at the Baltimore Arena in 1992. We were all there. I didn't know Rick at the time. I went with my best friend. Never had a reaction to a win at a show I've ever been at that was as fucking loud as that night. The arena exploded when he got the pin on Vader with the power slam. But it was a great, so his credibility was unquestioned. You had Mark Henry, World's Strongest Man. You had The Rock, up and coming. You had The Godfather, known for being kind of a badass. You had D'Lo Brown, who was with the Gangsters in ECW, if people don't know that. He had a lot of credibility coming in, too. You had those guys. All of them in a stable together, and they were just a dominant fucking stable. Later on, you had Owen Hart come into the Nation. Owen Hart goes without question, one of the best to ever fucking do it. You had a group of wrestlers who were just bad motherfuckers. And then the New Day comes along, and they're dominant, and they're doing their thing, but they were more of a babyface group. Again, you have Kofi, world champion, multi-time tag champion, really good. You have Big E, world champion. I hope he's able to come back. I know he may not be able to. Damn, I miss Big E. We all do. But he's got a future as a commentator or even a manager. Give him something. His personality is too good to not be out there doing something constructive in the company. Even now. And you got Xavier Woods. Really good wrestler. Solid veteran guy. He's been around for 20 fucking years. Former King of the Ring. So you had those guys. But the Hurt Business was something fucking different. Okay? It was different. You had Cedric Alexander, former Cruiserweight champion. You had Shelton Benjamin, who was known for being a bad motherfucker in the ring. Should have been a world champion. Why he never won it, I don't understand. To this day, I don't get why someone hadn't put a world title on him. He's that fucking good. Shelton Benjamin is the fucking man. You had MVP, legit judo background, bad motherfucker on his own right. Former IC champ. And then you had Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's accolades go without saying. Legitimate amateur background, legitimate world champion. They were just a dominant fucking group. They were a badass group. The New Day was more of like a comedy, having fun group that could turn on the seriousness when they had to. But the Hurt Business was a bad stable. Bad motherfuckers. They were over as fuck. And for whatever reason, Vince broke them up. And I still, to this day, don't understand why. Maybe because they were getting too over when you had the Bloodline coming up. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I mean, they came up at the same, they came out around the same time. So nobody knows why it really broke up. Don't understand it. You had MVP go off with Omos. You had Cedric and Shelton tagging up for a bit, and then they broke up their tag team. Bobby Lashley went off and did his own thing. And then you had him kind of building something with the Street Profits before he got hurt. MVP and Omos haven't been seen on TV in a minute. Shelton Benjamin has got released. And you have Cedric Alexander and Ashanti, the Adonis, tagging up now. And they're about to re-debut as a tag team. MVP has basically talked about it. And he basically said that he's asked about reforming a version of the Hurt Business. I'm guessing with Omos, maybe Cedric and Ashanti with Bobby or Carmelo or whoever, maybe Out the Mud. I don't know who he's looking to form it with. My perfect idea for a new Hurt Business, if they were to greenlight it, get Bobby, get the Street Profits, get Cedric, get Ashanti, and get Omos together with MVP and let them run roughshod over everybody. That's what I would do. Because that stable, you got the big man in Omos. You got the dominant guy in Lashley. You got the tag teams with the Street Profits. And you can have Ashanti and Ashanti go for the IC belt. And you could have, what's his name, go for another title. Cedric go for another title. You could build them up as single stars. Again, because you got your tag team with the Street Profits. And have them run roughshod over everybody. That's what I would have done. Now, why they said no to rebuilding that or putting that back together, who the fuck knows? They said they had other plans for the guys he wanted to use. I'm guessing that, I don't know. But everybody kind of asked me to, the person asked me to talk about this. That's the best amount of information I could really find because there's no real reason why it was broken up other than storyline shit. But my estimation is they were getting over and they didn't want them to get as over as they were. And that's why they were broken up. Vince was famous for that shit. So that's why it probably broke up. And maybe Hunter's kind of like the same thing. I'm doing other stuff right now. MVP's not getting any younger. So I would have jumped on it if it would have worked. But that's just my opinion on it. I think it's a missed opportunity. One of the rare times that Hunter fucked up, in my opinion. Because to turn down the Hurt Business to get back together, a lot of us want it back. A lot of us were pissed when it broke up. And it is one of WWE's biggest blunders, in my opinion, was when they broke that up and they didn't replace it. Now, it's entirely possible that they built something better. Or Hunter has an idea that's better than the Hurt Business with the people that MVP maybe wants to use. Time will tell, and we shall see on that. But I wanted to do this video because I wanted to give, if someone asked me to do something on my channel, I'm going to do it. For the most part, within reason. And this was a very simple one that they asked me for. So I told you I would cover it. I told you I would do a little bit of research and I would talk about it and give my thoughts. This channel isn't just about me. It's about you guys out there too. You guys out there. Your opinion on my channel matters. And if you want me to talk about something or give my thoughts on something, let me know in the comments. As you can see, I'm willing to talk about something if you ask me to. Or give my thoughts on something if I'm asked to. Because this channel isn't just about me. It's about my viewers and my subscribers as well. So, I wanted to cover that and give it the time that I was asked to. So, I hope this is what you were looking for out of me as far as giving my thoughts on it or talking about it. If it's not, I'm sorry. There wasn't a lot I could find. I tried to find as much as I could. There isn't a lot out there about it other than what, like, people were saying, like, rumors and speculation. And I don't deal in rumors and speculation. My thing is, Vince probably broke it up because he didn't want them getting as over as they were. And Hunter has plans for other people. And that's why he said no to MVP's idea of bringing it back. That sounds like a Hunter thing. If he's got something planned out for somebody, he's not going to break from it. And Vince was petty as fuck about breaking up stuff he didn't like. I mean, they talked about breaking up the New Day forever. And those guys fought it to keep it together. Even to this day, they won't turn on each other. They've openly said they've talked about us turning on each other. We've turned it down every fucking time. Even if it means we don't have shit to do, we don't want to break up what we have with the New Day. We know what we have, and we value what we have. Fuck this breakup shit. And I respect the fact that those guys are sticking to their guns and sticking together. And saying, nah, we're not doing that. Fuck that. Because it's very rare in wrestling where you'll have guys have a loyalty to each other in the way that those guys have shown. You know, Kofi, Xavier, and Big E have shown this loyalty and a love for each other that you don't see very often. And I respect that. And I think a lot of people do. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. Like I said, I wanted to do this video because I was asked to. So again, if there's something you want me to talk about, whether it's wrestling or otherwise, it could be about anything. Except maybe politics, because that gets me in trouble. But if you want me to give my opinion on something, I'll do it. But remember, you asked for it. You know, if you don't like what I have to say about it, maybe look at the things I say in other things and get an idea of where my leanings are before you ask my opinion on something if you know I'm going to disagree with it or it's going to cause a bunch of bullshit. Because I don't go there unless I feel the need to. But when I feel the need to, I really think it's important to say it. So, anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I'm going to jump off here. Got to finish cooking dinner for the family. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.